Hey friends, Steph here. Welcome to day 4 of our 28-day challenge. I don't know about you guys, but my mindset is already starting to change, and I'm like looking forward to showing up on my mat and showing up together. And I have been super pumped to hear from you guys about how it's all going. So like I said yesterday, I am literally making this up as I go. So I am open to feedback, requests, suggestions. I'm just super grateful to have you guys here. So without further ado, get yourself a little bit more comfortable. Hi, Jamie. We'll get some tunes on the go here. And this practice can be done any time of day, my friends. Because who doesn't need a little tension relief? Am I right, Jamie? Am I right? So do you ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? Because you're not alone. Stress, posture, and daily life can create tightness in the neck and shoulders, making us feel super tense and extra heavy. Today's practice is all about letting go, which is sometimes easier said than done. Oh, there goes my light. Today's practice is so that you can give yourself permission to release what no longer serves you. And we all know that we've got a lot of that. So take a deep breath in, a slow breath out, and let's begin, my friends. So as always, I invite you to use any sort of props that you may want or need. I've got bolsters and pillows and blankets, straps, cushions. There's absolutely no shame in any of that. So whatever you need to feel the most supported. So as we get started, it really does take a few moments to arrive. I know for me, just to get my heart rate under control. Mindy, Marie, hi guys. Centering awareness breath. So cross-legged, your legs could be extended, standing, sitting. If you're in a chair, all of these things are acceptable. Wherever you are, I encourage you to lengthen through the spine, pretending that you almost have a straight rod, keeping your back in full alignment. And just breathing deeply. Taking 4 or 5 deep breaths on your own time, your own pace. And kudos to you for carving out this time for yourself. Thank you for being here. And as we carry on, just feel and visualize that tension melting away, my friends. We're going to start with some shoulder rolls, because who doesn't like those? So yogi's choice, you can do, we're going to do an inhale. Squeeze the shoulders up into the ears. You won't hear me say that very often. On the exhale, lower them down and back. So you can actually see. Inhale, up, squeezing tightly, and then on the inhale you can see I'm not just going down, I'm also going back. So a few more rounds of these. We're going to do 5. Inhale, squeezing tightly, and then let it all go. Just notice, does one side of your neck feel more tight than the other? Continue, a couple more. You're giving your shoulder blades, your scapulas, a little massage here. I don't know about you, but mine are naughty. You can do this in your pajamas. You can do this in your office on work time. That's probably the best time to do it, actually. God, I'm bad. All right. neck stretches, continuing to get into that neck. And sometimes it does feel like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, so it is okay. Linking breath with movement, melting the right ear over to the right shoulder. Perhaps you use your hand to just create a little bit extra stretch. This is definitely my tight side. You can rest your right hand on your left shoulder, just providing a little bit more counter stretch, I suppose. It also helps maintain your alignment, your posture. Another option is you can take your right hand and very gently, only using the weight of your hand, not actually pushing down. But that is actually too much for me, so I'm going to come back. Another option is taking the left hand, and listening to your body. So I came out of that. So right side, back up to center, exhaling, left ear down to left shoulder. Taking whichever hand variation feels right for you here, whether that's the left hand, you can put the weight just on the temple very, very gently. You can take your right hand. I would use a block. Of course, I don't have one here. That'd be the perfect place for it to be in my yoga area. Hi, Angie. All right, my friends, breathing deeply, 360 breaths, and I even am the first to admit I hold my breath all the freaking time, so here to just remind myself primarily and remind you guys, keep breathing. Okay, forward neck release, of course within your own limitations. Interlace your fingers behind your head, and you can put them as low or high as you like, wherever you feel like you may need a little bit of extra support, and just bring your forehead down towards the ground, feeling a beautiful lengthening and stretching along the neck, just at the base of the skull, the suboccipitals. That for me is a big area of tension. And those of us who carry a lot of tension in our necks and jaws, this is like life. Little side note for this too, guys, if you do have a block, which I do not, sorry about that. If you can imagine it, take the block and put it down on your mat, and then you can literally create almost like a shelf right here underneath your skull. And it's like the best massage ever if you have that neck pain like I do. All right, moving on to thread the needle. If you feel like you want to pause the video at any time. Hi, Janice, my American amiga. Thread the needle if you guys need to take a pause. If you would like to do a few more repetitions of any of these, I totally invite you to do that. I'm just getting a lot of really good feedback about the 15 minutes. You know, I think we're all in the same boat. A lot of us are, that we need to take these time nuggets when we can. So from tabletop position, yogi's choice, you can tuck your back toes for a little bit of an added stretch, or you can just relax the tops of your feet down. But you're going to take your right hand, and on the inhale, you reach that right hand all the way up to the sky. And I actually like to try and get a little bit of a back bend here. Your left hand is firmly planted, palm, all 5 fingers. And on the exhale, we're going to thread this needle, our right hand underneath the left. Yogi's choice here, you can leave your left hand down. Or, I'll just turn around just to show you guys. You can leave your hand down, or you can also raise this opposite hand up to the sky for an additional stretch. Or if you're feeling a little brave or flexible or in need of more, you can search for a little bit of a bind here. So this hand actually comes around and grabs the opposite thigh. And we're just breathing wherever this feels best for you. Perhaps you have a cushion or a pillow because the floor doesn't really feel that great. Okay, switching sides. Again, from tabletop position. We've got whichever hand you haven't done yet. On the inhale, it's like you're pulling your bow and arrow back. Being very intentional, creating length and space. Perhaps you search for a little back bend of sorts, whatever. And then on the exhale, we're going to thread this needle underneath the opposite arm. We've changed position, so make sure that you're breathing, especially. Whatever variation with your arms feels good on this side. Keeping in mind that each side feels very different than the other, and that is okay. So a modification for this one, my friends, is to do this seated, but crossing the arm over the chest like this. You're basically getting the same stretch. You're just saving yourself a little bit of an inversion if that's not comfortable for you. So moving right along here, we're going to move into eagle arms. This is one of my favorites. So this is a deep shoulder stretch, and this is what I'm all about. So extend both of your arms forward. You're going to cross your right arm underneath your left, like so. And then you're going to wrap your forearms together. So for some, it may be like super duper easy to grab your entire hand. I have like, I don't know, little child hands, so I do struggle. With this one, you can also, again, do what feels right. But the whole point is we're aiming and we're setting our breath and sending our intention into those shoulders, behind the scapulas, behind the shoulder blades. So inhaling, we're lifting our elbows slightly. On the exhales, we're softening the shoulders. Shoulders down out of the ears. Holding for 5 breaths. A really great modification, if this is like, what in the hell is Steph doing right there? Just give yourself a sweet little hug, because as you can see, this is also giving your shoulders a really great stretch. If you're here, perhaps you can get some nice little side bends in, like, oh yeah, tension be gone, I showed up for myself today. Man, I'm already feeling better. I hope you guys are too. All right. Shake that one out. We're going to move over to the other side. So eagle arms on the opposite. I'm actually going to switch my legs over too. I think I did anyway. So again, if eagle arms are like a WTF moment for you, then I invite you to give yourself another sweet, glorious hug, trying to line your shoulders up. And again, on your inhales, raise those elbows, because that's what's giving yourself a little self-massage. Who knew, right? So if we're on the other side here, we are putting our left arm under our right. And again, wherever you land with this one, we're going to inhale, inhale elbows, raising slightly. And then on the exhale, relaxing the shoulders. So even just by moving your neck around very carefully, perhaps you feel some movement in your shoulders, because I know I definitely do. Breathe out that tension. Breathe in the good shit, exhale the bad shit. Alright, my friends, shake that one out. Oh, goody. Okay, supported child's pose. I have myself a little sip of water here. We're not going to be here for long. Hi, Teresa. Have you officially moved down south now? Okay. I can't look. I get distracted. Supported child's pose. This is all about the total surrender. We are coming to the end here, coming in hot. You can sit on your knees, extending forward. The idea of it being supported, of course, means a pillow, a bolster, a blanket, a cushion, a toy, a stuffy. You could also use your fists, or truly, you could just do regular old child's pose. But the whole point of the supported in this instance is to feel that extra sense of comfort and support and relaxation. So this can be done on a chair. You can fold forward onto a table or a yoga block, like I said. Endless possibilities for this guy. So I invite you to give it a go for a few moments. And be more specific, like when you are exhaling and letting the tension go, letting the things go that no longer serves you, I want you to be specific. Like, what is it that you're looking to let go? What is it? Is that Mom? She's upstairs watching me. My God. Ask yourself, what is it that's on your mind? What is it that's causing this tension? And be honest with yourself. All right, keeping the shoulders down, out of the ears, exhaling any lingering thoughts, ideas. Write that shit down. I've got a journaling prompt for you shortly. So moving your props out of the way, your pillows, whatever that may be, I invite you to roll down now into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Nice and slowly, whether your legs are up the wall, whether you keep your knees bent, you may want a pillow, a blanket, whatever. This is your final Shavasana, your last perhaps 3 minutes of, you know, joy and connection left in your day. So soak it in. So finding your comfortable position, closing your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale fully. Picture all of the tension that you've been holding in your shoulders, a weight that you didn't even realize you were carrying. With each breath, imagine this weight dissolving, melting like the warm sunlight on your skin. Now repeat to yourself silently, I release, I soften, I let go. Now stay here for a few more breaths, allowing yourself to fully relax, knowing that your body doesn't need to carry the weight of the world. When you're ready, bring your awareness back, stretch gently, and carry this lightness with you throughout the rest of your day or evening. Now I will have the journaling prompts down below, friends, but I have two. I liked two of them. But where do I tend to hold tension in my body? How can I consciously invite more ease into my daily life? And the next prompt is, what is one thing, big or small, that I can release today to feel lighter, both physically and mentally? So, yeah, I really hope that that brought the same peace to you as it did me. And Dan, honestly, don't worry, my friend. You can catch the replay to these anytime. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you guys all for being here, looking for feedback. This is like a huge step forward for myself, for my business, for my confidence, and I sincerely hope to see that reflected back in you guys, feeling better, stronger, more empowered, more aware, more connected, knowing that you're not alone. And it's a really tough time of year too, so don't be a stranger. Reach out. Know that you are in a safe place. Baddie Bonus community. Thank you so much for being here again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Good night, everyone. Or good afternoon, whatever. You know what I mean.